Hello, people of internet. It's nice to see you guys. Today, I did not prepare what I want to say, but it's nice to see you guys. So, yesterday, I was watching Joe Rogan Experience, and Terrance Howard episode. I was watching that episode, and he was talking about a bunch of things. I resonated with most of it. Everything other than his hostile stance. So the thing, but I also could understand why he had that hostile stance. I resonated with his. I could sympathize with this hostile stance, still. But anyways, so he is like a hot potato. Some people think he's crazy. Some people think he's a genius. For me, he clearly is a genius. Or what is a genius even? There's no such thing as a genius. He's just doing his part. And I'm grateful for everybody. Nobody's better than anybody in doing the part. Everybody's part is so needed. It's so great. But to focus on him and the part he's doing, I was so grateful for the work that he was doing, because he made me connect the last thought about why math, why there was something I felt since childhood. I felt this huge repulsion to math. Something about math was giving me would just make me so uncomfortable. I just hated math. Now I know why. Because math was a lie. But it's a lie that everybody in this whole world believes in. And it's what our modern world is built upon. Math. So Terrance Howard was talking about how 1 times 0 equals 0 in the conventional math, but actually, how he was talking about it actually equals 1. Because he was saying, how can something times nothing equal nothing? Where did the something go? So I was thinking about it, and I realized math was never based on reality. It was never based in nature. It was always based in an abstract thought, abstract idea, and it was based in a virtual reality in our minds. It can only exist in our minds. It doesn't exist in the actual nature of reality. So how can something like a cup, when you times it by 0, become 0? How can this cup disappear? It cannot disappear. Even we break this and make it into small pieces and burn it or whatever, there's no such thing as disappearing in the universe. Everything is already made, and everything is always shifting in form. Even you burn a paper, it seems like it disappeared, but it actually changed to a gas form with some ashes. It just changed into a different form. It hasn't disappeared. So what is this disappearing thing talking about in math? Oh, I know. It only happens in this little whiteboard in our heads. When we like abstractly in a space of nothing. So I'm gonna think about if there was 0 cups. If there was 0 cups, how many cups would there be? There would be 0 cups. But there are cups in the universe. Before there was this cup, it was the sand. There is sand in the universe. Can it disappear? No. It cannot disappear. There's no such thing as a number 0. Nothing was a concept that we made up in our minds. It's a lie that we all bought into. 0 is something that does not exist. It was just a concept in our minds, not based in reality. It's just not real. There can never be nothing in the world. That's the truth. Even the voids, what it looks like voids in space, there's no voids. There's electromagnetic energies there. There's energies that are at play that make the universe be in motion. Everything's always in motion. There's no such thing as zeros. There's no such thing as a straight line in nature. It was all a made up concept. And where is this made up concept used in reality? The only places it's used is in accounting. When we're accounting stuff. When we're counting money. When we're counting money in the bank. The system made up by humans, by man. This math, not based in nature, is used when we're counting money. When else it's used? In business, when we're counting products, when we're making products, and in architecture, when you're making straight line architecture. That is not in harmony with nature. There are no straight lines in nature. The humans made straight lines based on this math. Based on the premise that there is nothing in the world. Nothing exists in the world. Nothing is a concept. It's a lie. It doesn't exist in the world. It's just burnt into the way we think. It's a huge lie. It's the virtual. It's at the that is the very fundamentals. That's like the very basis of this big virtual reality, this matrix that we live in. That's why, because we live in this virtual reality made from this math, that's why human beings, beings of nature, beautiful beings, base our values upon how much money we make. People buy into that. I bought into that. It was burnt into my mind. And it was very, very painful to change that, to cleanse that. It's very, very painful. That my value doesn't come from how much money I make. It comes from how I am. I'm already amazing. I'm already an amazing, beautiful being. Complex, sophisticated being. Made by nature. Part of nature. The most beautiful part of nature. Most beautiful part of this earth. The flower, the fruit of earth is me. The humans. But I don't know what went wrong along the way, but we bought into this lie and a way of looking at the world in which nothing exists. A stopped motion exists while everything is in motion. Straight line exists. We bought into that bull crap. We bought into that. And here we are. Here I am, trapped in this cubed house. So used to it. And everybody else is doing it. So there's such a barrier to entry into doing things the natural way. It's crazy hard. Like, I don't even know where to start. I don't even know what to do. I've been so accustomed to this lifestyle. I don't know where to start. I guess the starting point is talking about it, because humans can't live alone. I mean, we can live alone. But should we live alone? Why should we live alone? We should always go the path of least resistance. And why should we do anything in any particular way unless it's the easiest way? So I take the path of least resistance. I just stay with the status quo and start by talking about it with you guys. That's my path of least resistance. And yeah, so I already knew the things that Terrance Howard was talking about before I listened to him on the podcast, but he really clarified like the dim, blurry parts that I wasn't really sure about, that I was a little bit confused about. He made it very clear in how the whole human, whole system of cities and our lives is built upon is flawed. The very fundamental, very basis of it is flawed, which is the fact that there is nothing. Nothing actually doesn't exist. It does not exist. And from that, what comes is a lack mindset. We start to fear nothing. We start to fear oblivion. We start to fear oblivion. We start to fear oblivion. Nothing, nothingness. That's why we're afraid. Because that mindset has blocked us from seeing the truth that is, we are all connected. We're all connected. We are one. This whole universe is one. And we all are doing a big dance of constant change, constant motion inside that universe. It's a big party, and we're having fun. And part of this party is building this matrix and believing in a lie, believing in this virtual reality for a long ass time, for 30, 40 years before we realize, oh, wow, you tricked me. You really tricked me into believing in this kind of party. Maybe all this is for fun and drama. It could be, most likely, but still the part of the drama is to really be the hero and really slay the dragon, actually slay the dragon, and get out of the matrix. Or so the way we get out is by realizing that it's not like a physical exit, but it's by realizing that what are lies and what are truth, what are, from the things that we know, what are man-made concepts and what are fundamental truth of nature, is by realizing that is the first step. And second step is love and compassion for the people that do their best at every moment, whatever they believe in, whatever they fight for, however aggressive they are in whatever lie they believe in, however stupid they are. Everybody's doing their best at each moment, and to be compassionate of that and just love them, love people unconditionally, but practicing love and giving unconditional love to self as well, loving myself for not being able to love others as well, just unconditional love. Loving others as they are, loving myself as I am, and just letting nature do its job, play it out, because I am part of nature. I am nature, so whatever I do is nature. I'm not saying this to do bad things. I'm not saying this for bad people who do bad things. I'm saying this, yeah, and even though people do bad things, thinking that whatever I do is nature, so it's okay, they're gonna have to feel the pain that they caused. They're gonna have to feel the pain. They're gonna have to, no matter how hard they try to run away and block off their feelings, they're gonna have to feel it one day. It all comes back to you. And we want to experience everything. We want to experience We want to feel everything because there are no missing parts in nature. There is no such thing as absence. There is no such thing as nothing in nature. So there's not going to be any missing parts. We're all going to go through everything, feel everything. At some point, everything's going to happen. Everything, we get back everything. Everything is going to work out in the end. So, all this information that Terrance Howard was talking about, is it useful? Is it useful? Is it useful for so people talk about this 3D 5D split. So I think this is basically the 3D 5. The 3D is actually the virtual reality that we live in. It's not really 3D, it's more like 2D. It's like more like a 2D 3D split. So if you resonate with this information, then your life will be led to some path. A path that is different than the one where your values are measured by how much money you make. It's just going to be different from the path of resistance. It's going to be more of a path of flow, more of a path of surrender, more of a path of being one with nature, being one with the source, being one with everything. And it's inevitable. Nothing is evitable. Everything is inevitable. Everything's going to happen the way it should, so you have nothing to worry about. You just have to stay alive and see what happens. Whatever happens is the answer. Whatever happens is what it is. It is what it is. Whatever happens is what is. And that's okay. Even though that's not okay, that's also okay too. It not being okay. Everything is okay. You say everything's not okay, that's also okay. So, yeah, I'm going to leave you guys to that. I'll come back tomorrow probably to talk about some other thing. There's always something new every day. So interesting. Please, if you're resonated with my video, please leave a comment down below. You can comment that red pill was delicious. It's the movie Matrix reference. Or yeah, if you watched until now, please comment something. That red pill was delicious. And thank you for watching my videos. Please like and subscribe to support this message. And so that if you support the 2D 3D or the 3D 5D split, and you're part of the 5D, you're part of the 3D, you're part of your team nature, not team virtual reality. If you're team nature, then yeah, it will be awesome if you would support me. You don't have to, actually. Nowadays, I really support free will. I don't want to interfere with free will nowadays. I'm really going for that. So do whatever you feel like, please. At the end of the day. At the end of the day, yeah. All right, thanks for watching. Bye. I'm keep talking. I keep saying bye. It's taking me like 3 to 5 minutes to say bye. I'm really gonna go now. Goodbye.